So before I actually get started, I would like to actually ask for all subscribers of this channel to actually give a massive thumbs up if you enjoy this video through the end. For all of those that haven't subscribed yet, I realized after looking at my statistics of the channel that most of you are not subscribed to the channel yet. So if you do enjoy my videos and you have watched a few, then please subscribe, give it a thumbs up to this video, because it helps a ton get more people out there to see the channel, to actually hear what I have to say, and hopefully help another animator out there, because we all need a little bit of help, especially during these troubled times. And I hope I can actually provide this to some of you out there around the world. Now, having said all that, let's get started with this episode. Peace of mind is something that you actually get over time. It's not something that you can actually get straight away, and there's a certain amount of habits or a certain amount of work that goes into creating a peace of mind that allows you to kind of like thrive even in these troubled times that we're going through. So I decided to make a video about 3 habits that should help you to cultivate and foster a much more relaxed and calmer mind in these troubled times. Let's talk about it in this episode. Now, this is something that I've seen a lot of animators do, and it's something that is almost like an unspoken truth in the animation industry. That you start, especially as a junior animator or someone that is just like getting started or has a few years of experience, and you feel like you are the only one that doesn't quite understand what's going on. Therefore, you should not ask questions. And especially when you feel either you don't feel as smart as others, or you just feel down for some reason because you keep getting told off, or the shot is not coming out, or they keep asking you to redo your shot all the time because it's rubbish, and you start feeling really bad. You start feeling like, is this job for me? Now, it's at this point that you have to start talking to other people, because talking about how you feel, it was going to unload and make you feel like you're not the only one going through it. 9 times out of 10, whenever you tell an animator, I feel rubbish, and why am I going through my 10th iteration of animation changes? I feel like the shot was good the first time, and now I have to redo this thing 10 times. I feel like my supervisor or my lead or my director has it in for me. What's going on? 9 times out of 10, people, other animators that work with you have felt this at some point, and they can highlight some solution for your problems. Now, I must say that a byproduct of not talking about your emotions is that you're teaching your brain to learn that talking about your emotions is bad. And the more you do it, the more you get into this ball of like, I need to retain anything bad or anything that I feel inside of me. Otherwise, other people, I'm going to think that I'm either weak, or I'm not as good as them, or something is wrong with me, or I don't enjoy my job, or something like that. No one else is complaining, and I'm the only one talking about this stuff. What's going on? Well, that is actually not true. And if you teach your brain to talk about your emotions, to actually express yourself in the most positive way possible, obviously, you don't want to be that guy that just talks rubbish for rubbish sake. But you should at least verbalize what you think, to see what other people think about your thoughts. Because what happens is that the more you verbalize your thoughts, the more you actually not only understand yourself better, because you're actually kind of putting your thoughts out there, but also you can see from other people's perspective what they think about what is in your mind. And sometimes when you get in your mind for too long, I'm sure most of you must know this, you feel almost like you go round and round and round and round and round and round in circles, and it feels weird and it feels bad, and they feel like you're in a maze and you cannot get out of your head, and it feels weird. So you actually talking to others about this will help you to kind of like analyze yourself, will help you to kind of see things from a fresh perspective, and most likely will make you feel much more at peace after you finish that chat, especially if you're someone that actually is looking out for you, a good friend, someone that is like there for you from the very beginning, someone that believes in you. That will actually give you more peace of mind than anything else, especially in animation, because we spend so much time in our minds. Sometimes it can be really bad for you and your health. So make sure you do that. Talk to others about how you're feeling, especially as you're working, especially when you're actually creating your show reel and you are under a lot of pressure. It will help you a ton. Life is not always going to go your way. and you're never going to get everything that you wanted. Now, people normally have a tendency to kind of shy away from feeling bad or running away from their problems, because obviously it doesn't feel good to actually kind of have that feeling inside of you that things are on fire, so what am I to do? The more you get used to that feeling, and the more you get used to kind of solving that issue instead of running away from that issue, the more resilient you're going to be, and the less it's going to affect you. Because what happens is, if you don't shy away from feeling bad on purpose, if you actually are used to feeling bad from time to time, it means that this is your normal. And the fact that when you feel bad, you can still be resilient enough to push through. When you feel good, it feels so much better, right? So it's actually a really nice balance, because it allows you to be more resilient and allows you to actually kind of get to your problems faster. So I'm the kind of person that actually hopes for the best but plans for the worst, and I always do that no matter what it is. And the worst in my mind is normally like really, really bad, to the point that my fiance Camille just goes sometimes like, wow, you need to chill. But this is just how my mind works. Like, I hope I can get this, but if this doesn't happen, what will be the worst thing that could happen? Once I analyze that and I know that this could be the worst thing, I expect the worst thing to happen. What happens then is that if I get my way and I actually get the good stuff, this is gonna feel amazing. But the bad stuff, if it happens, then I'm used to it. I know how to tackle it, and I know how to actually go forward if that happens. I have a plan A, plan B, whatever, so I carry on thinking this is gonna happen. But it would be nice if this is gonna happen. So this is kind of how I actually see most of the situations. And this is why I never get disappointed with anything, or most things I should say, because I'm always expecting for things not to quite work out for me. When they do, good days, happy days, and let's carry on, be happy about it, embrace it, be thankful, it's awesome. So this is what happens to most people I know of, and I used to do this myself. You expect a lot of others all the time because you reflect yourself on others. So if you expect a lot from yourself, you expect a lot from others. And when others don't actually meet your expectations, you feel disappointed. Now, you feel disappointed inside, but for them, they are completely indifferent to your expectations, because for them, they are just being them. So there's a theory of like everyone is a star in their own movie, meaning that everyone has that light on top of them all the time, and then everyone else is just basically the supporting characters in their movie. And this goes for expectations as well, because you think you're the main person in your own movie, in your own life. You expect other people to actually kind of bounce things off you, and like, how comes I'm not getting attention, or how comes they're not meeting my expectations? It's horrible. This leads to a vortex of just like disappointment and stress and constant disbelief in people, and it makes you bitter and it makes you weird. And I've been there, and it feels horrible, and it's the worst feeling. So update your expectations to basically be as neutral as possible when it comes to other people and what to expect of them. Once again, going back to point number 2, expect the best, but plan for the worst. So if people don't really meet your expectations, have a way to actually go around what they actually disappointed you in. And by disappointing is a big word, but it's almost like they didn't really meet your criteria or didn't meet your expectations. And that stuff is the stuff that actually sets you up for failure or disbelief or sadness or stress. It will help you a ton not to expect so much from people, the world, and basically know that in yourself you have everything that you need in order to succeed in life. And that is a liberating feeling, because you stop waiting for others to give you what you want, or to actually kind of tell you what you want, or do whatever you want them to do. You just know that within yourself everything is good, and you have everything needed to make it to whatever you want to be. We are all stressed out nowadays because life is stressful, especially when you have a virus out there devastating the world, making people super stressful. The world is no longer the same. Shops are closed. You have to stay inside all the time. So I feel like life can be much less stressful if you actually have inner peace, inner calm inside of you by following these 3 tips that I mentioned before. It definitely has helped me, because you are the captain of your own ship. You know how to deal with yourself. Even though a lot of stuff is going on in the world, even though I don't quite understand it, I think most people feel the same way. At least you can actually understand yourself and have inner peace, inner calm, that you can tackle those things and know that, especially when it comes to animation career, you can tackle it in a way that is peaceful. And trust me when I say this, whenever you have this inner calm, inner peace inside of you, and you follow these simple 3 rules that I actually mentioned in this video, you feel much more creative. You stop thinking about what will people think about my work, or how do people perceive me out there, and how can I actually make people happy, and all these things keep you on a constant state of stress. So your life will be much better by being more peaceful inside. Now, I'm not saying that anyone out there needs to be like a monk and be at 100% peace all the time, because I'm not, and life is stressful enough as is to actually kind of not keep you on that vibe all the time, because, you know, that's life. But you at least can be as peaceful as possible, and I hope these tips have helped you. So that's all I had to say for this week. I hope it has helped you. If you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up, subscribe, and please leave a comment down below and tell me what you think about this subject. Tell me about how you feel. I'm always here to help you guys about anything that you guys feel, especially when it comes to like being stuck in your career, or not feeling really positive about your show reel, or about your work, or about being an animator. Drop a comment down below. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how the world is treating you. I hope you're all doing well. And as always, stay well, stay safe. Peace.